Hi, I'm Amber Florence. Thank you for landing on my site. Now, nothing happens by chance and everything happens for a reason. So I'm here to show you that you're 5 steps away from being a super conscious creator. Just 5 steps away from truly living at 100% of your full potential to make that impact in the world. You're going to learn how to step up into being the world-changing entrepreneur that you are, by becoming super conscious, using the 5 steps to conscious creation. If you want to contribute to leaving this world a better place by doing what you love and making money in the process, you've definitely come to the right place. You see, this method has really taken the personal development world by storm, and it's totally revolutionized the way that we live and we think, because finally we get to have the ability to recode our brains in a matter of minutes. So many methods like hypnosis, EFT, NLP, meditation take so long, and they're all missing each other. Now, we finally have a way to teach the brain how to recode itself. And in a few minutes, I'll actually show you a demonstration of this. If you're like me, you probably realize that your thinking creates your reality. The way that we think creates this feeling in our body, and epigenetics shows us that if we think in a certain way, our body actually rewires to match that, what we're thinking and how we're thinking, to match the emotion, the chemical that we're sending. And then it gets all coded up and it becomes a habit. This emotion actually gets coded up so much we become addicted to our emotions, addicted to feelings. And so that addiction really becomes habits. We're literally a series of habits. And the problem here is when those habits aren't actually aligned with what you actually want, like a habit or this addiction to a scarcity mindset, thinking that you can never have enough, things will run out. A mindset of, not feeling worthy enough, not feeling good enough or capable, not being, good with money, or just feeling insignificant. Even a habit of inaction, procrastinating. And the only answer that seems to be in the personal development world says that you're broken and you need to go in and fix yourself. But the truth is nothing like that at all. We're actually complete. We're complete quantum individuals. You're just quantum energy. And there are actually some leaders in this field that I want to honor. The likes of Joe Dispenza, Bruce Lipton, William Whitecloud, Greg Braden, and Lynn McTaggart, people I've trained with that have shared things with me that allow us to access this super conscious and change things in minutes. But you might be asking, okay, what does this super conscious actually mean? You might have heard different varies. You kind of get it, right? It sounds like the subconscious. And it actually means to live as a conscious creator, and where you magnetically draw into things into your life that you desire, that you choose. We're kind of on autopilot now. We just kind of let life happen to us. And this superconscious work is kind of like the law of attraction on steroids, turning thoughts into things. You create the change that you want to see in the world. And to be fair, we will all benefit from your big vision. And thinking that life happens to us and that life just happens around us and we don't have control, when we actually live super consciously, we take back our power and we choose to create the life that we want. And this means releasing any resistance from taking action towards your desired result. And so everything just flows easily. When you live from your superconscious, roadblocks happen less, and they're less frequent, and you tend to trust people more, and things just flow in your business. Everything just feels possible. You start to master your emotions, and you just happily delegate tasks to your team. You trust in your team. Things just start happening. It's easy to take action. And you just feel like you're actually getting things done in your day. You're moving forward, progressing. So what I'm actually going to cut to right now is a demo by my mentor, Chris Duncan, who actually shows you this exact process in action in a live demonstration. So we'll cut to this demo now.
If you've ever wanted to understand how to recode your brain, this video is going to be for you. For the last 15 years, it's been my question: how do I create the success in my life? How do I get past my limiting beliefs? How do I stop self-sabotage? How do I create change? What I realized is the one thing that was stopping me was my identity. I grew up working class. I grew up around scarcity. I grew up in this one way of thinking. And then I met Colette. Colette showed me this brand new revolutionary process that trains your brain to recode itself. I spent 3 years learning from her, and then I took it out to the world. In 2019, I ran some live events. You'll see at this event, I asked the audience who has a fear of public speaking, who's limiting themselves because they can't get in front of an audience and speak. 2 women put their hands up, came up in front. I train their brain in under 3 minutes, and then I do the process, and the results speak for themselves. This is cutting edge. It's like NLP was in the 70s or EFT and tapping was in the 90s. This is the next revolution. It is in-depth neuroscience and epigenetics backs everything that we're talking about in this, and I want to share this with you. If you want to create massive change, you want to know how to create super conscious change. This recode is amazing. At the end of the video, you can try this process out for a very, very, very special price. So have a look, watch this. There's nothing better than proof. Jump right into the video now. What is it that you really want to create when it comes to public speaking?
What do I want to create?
Yeah.
To be confident and relaxed and to know what I'm talking about.
Confident and relaxed?
Yeah.
Awesome. And what would you like us to do?
Yeah, I'd just be able to say what's in my head without mixing my words or feel like I have to read it.
How would you like to feel? How would you like to feel?
I'm not like to feel now.
How would you like to feel?
Yeah.
Oh, that's all right. You'll be all right.
I just want to just feel like you, it's just natural.
Like me?
Normal. Yeah.
Like Chris. Cool, calm, handsome. But so what would you choose? You choose to feel just normal in front of people? Yeah. Awesome. Okay, so that's our choice. So what's it like now compared to that? What's it like now?
I feel a bit relaxed. I don't feel my heart pounding as much.
Well, no, in general in life, when you think about public speaking, what's it like?
Oh, terrible. It's the worst fear. The worst fear. Yeah, I did it once and I had diarrhea just before I go on.
And what about you? What's it like for you now?
I feel anxious.
Like, because I can see you feeling it, and it's in your heart as well, right? Anxious.
Like tight chest.
Yeah. Okay, so what I'm going to do is we're going to go through this. It's super easy, and I want to ask, out of 10, how much resistance do you feel from public speaking? 10? And how about you?
Yeah,
10. 10 and 10. Okay, so just go ahead and close your eyes, and I'm just going to ask your superconscious if it's okay for me to connect with it and to treat these emotions for more satisfaction in life. And you don't have to do anything but just relax and take a few deep breaths. Superconscious, do you see that? Do a massive change history and everything after that. And just breathe into that as the change starts to take place. And you guys can just observe. I'll explain it all after. Is that okay? Superconscious, please go back to the active experience. Please go back to the original experience. And if it's safe, do a massive change history and everything after that. Thank you. And just allow it to come up and just ask your superconscious to just treat it in the perfect way, in the perfect order. That's it. Superconscious, do you see this resistance? Can you please treat secondary intentions, energy systems, and broken promises? Do a massive change history on broken promises. And just notice what you need to notice as that comes through. Just like the feather, just sweep it out. That's it. You guys are doing great up here. So just keep noticing that, and notice as you allow it to just shift through. Superconscious, can you see any energy systems, chakras, meridians? Emotions, beliefs, and anything else popping in the active experience now in relation to public speaking? And ask all parts of the personality to join in on treatment and join in with the main personality, knowing that nothing's going to die, it's just going to be shared with the main personality, and do a massive change history and everything. Superconscious, do you see any final resistance? Any last resistance before we do a quick check-in? Superconscious, see the chest area, the heart, chakras around that. That's it. Emotions. Please bring into the active experience and do a massive change history. Anything there that's stopping. Just total confidence, relaxed, and saying what's in your head, being normal in front of people. Do a massive change history and everything. That's it. And just take 5 big breaths, noticing what you need to notice, and then you can come back to us. And when you're ready, you can come back. There you go. How's that? How do you feel out of 10 now when you think about public speaking? Pardon? You forgot everyone was here? Yeah, well, they're here. How do you feel when you feel about public speaking out of 10 now? You feel all right? Who's noticed a difference already? Show of hands. All right, so you feel all right about it? Yeah? And how about you? How do you feel?
Yeah, I can start looking people in the eyes before I wouldn't even want to look at them. And now I can just talk to you and look at you. And that I would never look at people.
Yeah.
No, I didn't even notice that before that.
Yeah, it's easier. Much easier.
Cool. Because see, talk is cheap, right? But I could show you that I know how to connect and to let things go. Who thinks this is amazing? Show of hands, by the way. I want to see this. It's pretty cool. But I need you guys to explain to them, you know, I know this was your biggest fear before, but now you're in front of a group. What was that process like, Felicity? What happened?
No, I was just listening to what you were saying.
Yes.
Yeah, that was it.
That was it?
Yeah.
Nice. That was it?
I didn't even know what you were doing.
Actually, halfway through, I thought I wonder if I'm supposed to be answering your question.
Who can see that way more relaxed right now?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so we've done the first 4. There's one last step, okay? So close your eyes, and I want you to close your eyes, and I want you to choose your end result. Confident, relaxed, saying what's in your head, and completely normal in front of audience. I want you to choose that and experience it now. And Superconscious, can you please ground all the memories we've touched today back into the matrix, including memories 1, 2, and 3, ego states, tandem memories, and everything else, and do a massive change history. Thank you. That's it. That's it. And so what is the next step you must take? What's the next step you must take to ground into reality that you are a confident speaker? What is it?
To know my subject, what I'm talking about, and just be confident about doing and talking.
Yeah.
Yeah, just be confident.
And how do you feel now about that?
Easy.
Easy. What's your next step? Start doing it.
Yeah. Cool.
Give them a big hand. Give me a hug. How was that?
So we were asked who had a fear of public speaking. Normally when I get up and speak to a group, I get very tight-chested. My eyes often water, and I get very shaky, and you can hear it in my voice when I speak. And I also will mince my words so they don't always come out.
Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed and now understand a little bit how this works. And I know that you know it's possible to get results, as you saw. And I know that you're just tinkering on the edge of making massive impact. And I'm here to be that sign that you're looking for. Will it be? Or, you know, that light, or that just that push and shove you need to really fill in that missing piece of the puzzle, to really get you moving and out of this feeling stuck. See, I've been on this lifelong journey in discovering effective ways how to use our minds and 100% of our being to actually live the life that we want, and getting yourself out of feeling stuck and not progressing. So look, I totally understand if you've heard this all before and it sounds just like another personal development tool, but let me tell you, it changed my life, and there's no other process out there quite like it. See, I was searching all my life for purpose, meaning, different ways to improve myself, to fix myself, my mindset, shifting money blocks, ways to get clarity, motivation, and to really just have a positive mindset and a positive impact in the world. Because I was working this corporate rat race, living to survive, trading time for money, working because someone told me I should go to university and get a job, because that's just how it works. And I was just tired of not doing something that really contributed to the world. I was just tired of feeling worthless and not getting anywhere. And on the outside looking in, it looked like, you know, I had it all. I had a long-term partner. I had a house and a dog, living in a big city, family, friends. I had the corporate career, but I was miserable. I just didn't quite know what I wanted. I was searching outside for validation just to be me, just to feel good with being me. And that's when energy work found me. And I became a forensic healer. And then I became obsessed with signing up to all of the courses that I could think of: hypnosis, RTT, NLP, EFT, matrix energetics, transcendental meditation, Wim Hof, energy medicine, always looking for this better system to get results faster. And I just kept investing in myself, kept learning. I was addicted to podcasts and books. And this is actually one of my favorites. Jay Shetty has been a huge influence on my life. And but I was just always searching for the best thing. And then I came across the Superconscious work, and I realized that this was the key, and that this was the last program that you really ever had to sign up to really start living in flow. I just started getting results so quickly. And then I started practicing and getting epic client results, because it combines all the necessary elements to truly communicate and recode our old habits and our old emotions and patterns. And look, I know there are some myths in this line of work. And one of the biggest ones that I also experienced was that you have to heal yourself. You fix yourself before you can actually get results, success. You know, I wasn't feeling worthy. I was trying to fix that feeling of not feeling worthy instead of just going for what I wanted. But there's no point healing the past. You must just let it go. But we're not taught to let it go. So we create this identity that we have to fix who we are. And then we just keep getting stuck in this cycle, keep getting drawn back to this identity of someone who has to fix themselves. But with the rapid recode process, we can just let it go. And the second mistake I see all the time is people working on the consciously. See, we have three aspects of ourselves. We have our self-conscious, our ego mind, our thinking brain. It communicates in thought. And then we've got our unconscious. It is our automated pilot, I guess. It's automatic. It's our easily trained. And that's where our habits sit. It's ingrained. But then we've also got another kind of aspect, a memory, a superconscious. And this is our genius. This is a part of us that connects to everything. It's our intuition, our guiding force. It's the thing that creates these amazing ideas. We are all connected in this field. And when we tap into it, like you saw in the video, you're actually able to let go and recode who you are on the most deepest, intimate level. Now, the concept of law of attraction and manifestation and all of these, tools and ideas, and you might be saying, oh yeah, I've tried this, it doesn't work, and I've tried taking action, it doesn't work. Nothing really works in isolation. But the 5 steps really incorporate this perfect recipe that just brings everything together to coexist. It's like the law of gravity and the law of lift. They can coexist. And yes, of course, there's action to take, but you have to tune into your superconscious and have the end result in mind. And it's like planting a seed. You're like a seed. And the seed is already the tree. Just like you are already that world changer. You're just at a different version. You're at an earlier version of the seed, of the tree. You're this seed, and the seed takes action to plant and water and nurture and germinate and give it time and weed. And then it will grow into this tree. But first, do you think the seed thinks that it's not possible to be the tree because it can't see it yet because it's still a seed? Or does that mean that you can't be and have the things that you want in your life just because you can't see it? You see, everything in your potential is invisible. It's inside of you. It's in your superconscious. And when we look at our habits and the way that we think, well, you can't plant a seed of scarcity and expect to grow an abundance, Forrest. You have to plant a seed of creation to create the thing that you want. And you might also think that, this might take lots of time. But the superconscious works in the quantum field. As you saw in the video, it's tested, it's done, it's quantum, it's instant. When you work with the superconscious, it's quick. It's evolving throughout your life. It's subtle changes that you realize and it's lasting. It gives you that opportunity to actually create new habits, the habits that support you, that will help the seed to grow. And it's an amazing system because it's actually not emotional. It's not, you don't have to bring up the past. You don't have to bring up all these traumatic experiences. You just let it go. Yes, there's some acknowledgement, but we work in the quantum field and memory in which we're all connected. And we can work on clients when they're asleep. It's effortless process, and it doesn't require you to divulge any of your past experiences. You just simply let it go. You focus on what you want to create, and then you simply just let go. So you are already this world changer inside, but you've got to access this superconscious awareness to actually actualize your true vision. Otherwise, you'll just do what 99% of the population do, including politicians, is problem solve. And they come from their egoic worldview, meaning that all their goals and intentions are actually just wounds in disguise, ways in which they just want to fix themselves. But there's this 5-step process that allows you to really move from this problem solving to true creation. And it's revolutionary. There really is nothing else like it. And you must learn it if you want to be a world changer. Now, if you go to my next video, I will teach you this 5-step process in becoming a superconscious creator. I'll see you there.